All right, move over, Bitcoin. Here comes Ethereum. That's right. In the past month, Ethereum has rallied more than 17% versus 6.5% for Bitcoin. The question, though, is what's driving it and where does it go from here? Had to bring in Pomp Investments investor Anthony Pompliano. And Pomp, what the heck is going on now? By the way, I did read, I think it was last week, you had a headline. It sounded a little ominous about these Ethereum ETFs. Are you a fan or not?
Well, I think that Wall Street's just woken up to the fact that they can make money in this sector now, right? If you look back 3, 4, 5 years ago, they were all saying, we don't like Bitcoin, we don't like crypto. Right. Now they realize there's profits here. And so they're going to continue to push not only to get the Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum ETFs, but they're going to try to go through this full stack. And the question is, what will regulators allow? How many are they going to approve? How many coins are going to be on Wall Street by the end of this year?
Yeah, I mean, so it sounds like you don't want too many. You don't want some of the lower end coins.
Well, just think Bitcoin, I think, is this unique thing that has a very clean story, right? It's a store of value. When you get into these other things, they're technology platforms. So now you start talking about what's the difference between Facebook, Amazon, Google, et cetera. They're all competing for different kind of aspects of the consumer. And so I think when you look at Ethereum, Solana, and many others, they're tech platforms competing with each other. And so the story just isn't as clean as Bitcoin exclusively.
Something else has changed here in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Former President Trump has really been like, hey, I'm down. I like Bitcoin. And I feel like a lot of Democrats, not necessarily the president himself, but a lot of Democrats are starting to change their tune a little bit, maybe fearful of losing that young vote.
There's 50 plus million Americans that hold these assets. And so if you're going to basically concede the fact that the Republican Party is going to be pro-crypto and you're going to take an anti-crypto stance, you can kiss those 50 million votes goodbye, most likely. People for centuries have been voting with their pocket. Who is best for what I can do financially? And crypto is just the latest manifestation of that. And so I think that Trump really changed the game. He forced the hand of politicians on both sides of the aisle. If you don't embrace this, you are now setting yourself up to be in the crosshairs of these crypto voters. And I think that people finally realize not only are they passionate, it's a large group, and they're willing to go out to the ballot box, and that's going to change how politicians treat this asset class.
Got less than 30 seconds ago. Speaking of adoption, another company is making this their key treasury asset.
Look, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy pioneered this. There's now, 5 different companies around the world that I'm aware of. I always say that 1 does it, it's a dot. 2, it's a line. 3, it's a trend. And so I think that we're going to see many, many more do this over the coming years.
I got to tell you, Saylor, I mean, you have to tip the hat to him.
He did a fantastic job.
Do. He's done a fantastic job. He put his money where his mouth is, really, and it's worked out so far pretty good for him.
Made a couple $1 billion.
Couple. All right. Soon he'll catch you, my man. Talk to you again real soon.